Well, we come here with the combined 11. I know most of you were really waiting for this, but it's going to be uploaded onto the United Matters channel, and I'll share it onto the community page of the Rocknani Media Football because people need to obviously come in through and really get to know about it. Welcome to this channel. This is the United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name. Now, do you know that some people think that Man United has no player that can get into the combined 11 of Man United versus Man City? And here I am to obviously come through and give you my thoughts backed with facts, and then you'll come out and obviously tell me whether I'm right or wrong. These are my opinions with my team of United Matters channel, and we are coming in here to bring you what we call the combined 11. The combined 11 is really good because it shows us how we've gone ahead to obviously come close to the side of Manchester City. So the system is a 4-3-3 system, and we are going in this stage. Now, Man United's first choice goalkeeper is Andre Onana. You get that of Man City is Ederson. Now, when you look at Ederson, he has gone ahead to keep 8 clean sheets this season, and Jordan Pickford has also gone ahead to pick out 8 clean sheets this season, and Andre Onana is really having 7 clean sheets this season. But when you look at the shots that these 12 have gone ahead to face, you know, it really puts you in a situation of really understanding how this is. But it's not that I support Man United, but if you really put for me 2 goalkeepers, Ederson and Andre Onana, I go with this guy. Because the best attribute of Ederson is ball distribution. And we all know that Andre Onana, however much this is his first season in the Premier League, he's putting in stats almost close to those of Ederson. Yet Ederson has been playing in the Premier League for very many years, and he has been playing with almost the same central defenders for like 3 or 5 years. Diaz, John Stones, Nathan Ake, you get the Laportes of this world, the Garcias, and then they're going to have to bring in Akanji. There is Akanji and very many others, but he knows them, and he's not struggling like this guy, Andre Onana, who is struggling with a team that is going to have to play close to, is it 13 or 14 different center-back pairings that are going to have to play. Not because that the manager wants it that way, but because the manager is really having problems, and the problems are brought up by the injuries. So for me, I go with Andre Onana. And to show you that Andre Onana is really a very special goalkeeper that people are really undermining, the manager of Man City, after the final of the Champions League, came out and said, there is no goalkeeper or there is no team that will review their goalkeeper in this world when we're going to play them. We review the other players and plan for them, but we don't plan for the goalkeepers. But when we're playing against Inter Milan, we plan for Andre Onana, and he did it in the final, and you saw exactly what Andre Onana is all about, because he knows he's a press-resistant goalkeeper, and his ball distribution is really great. He can really move with the ball close to the center half. You're going to hate to see him do that. And even the game that we're going to play tomorrow, Man United versus Man City, trust me, the manager of Man City has gone ahead to obviously have a plan for Andre Onana, how they are going to press him and how he's going to really do the needful. And everyone who doubts him, check out his recent games. He has gone ahead to really put in very many saves. And forget those howlers he made in the Champions League, right? This time around, Andre Onana is really good. He kept United in the game of Nottingham Forest. In the game of Fulham, would have gone ahead to go ugly to like 6 or 7 goals if it wasn't him. And I think Ederson is not good at shot stopping. His only best attribute is the ball distribution. So let's go to the left back. Luke Shaw is really injured, and a point of notification, we are not going to include a player who is injured in this lineup. However good you are, whether you're Lisandro Martinez, whether you are Rasmus Højlund, it's going to be hard for you to make into this combined 11 because we are really looking at players that are really readily available to play. So, left back, Man United doesn't have any constant red. Lindelof, Amrabat, and Man City have Nathan Ake, and I think no one comes to Nathan Ake, and Nathan Ake takes that spot immediately, no doubt. If Luke Shaw was available, I think we would have gone ahead to have a conversation, but with Luke Shaw or Tyrell Malacia not available, then how come you're going to be having a conversation over this? Right back, Kyle Walker, that is the first choice right back for the side of Man City, and Diego Dallo. When you look at Diego Dallo this season, he has gone ahead to put in a very huge performance, and he's really doing wonders. You know, Kyle Walker is a good player, but I don't think that he's really close to Dallo this season. Dallo has gone ahead to put in, I think, does he have a goal? I think he has a goal, and he has 2 assists. And when you look at how he really surges, inverts in, I would think that he's better than Kyle Walker. And for the right back, I go with Diego Dallo. He's my right back. You know, I think he's really in better shape than Kyle Walker. You know, Kyle Walker is struggling a lot this season, if we are all to agree on it. Then we go to the centre back pairing. For Man City, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, right? But I think I'm going to pick only one central defender from Man City. It's going to be Ruben Diaz. When I go to Man United, Harry Maguire is out, and then you are left with Lindelof, Rafael Varane, John Evans, Camboala. All combined, I pick one. If Lisandro Martinez was here, I would have gone ahead to obviously have a different conversation altogether. But I'm going to choose this pair. One from Man United, one from Man City. And from Man City, I'm taking Ruben Diaz. That is it. And for Man United, I'm going to go with Rafael Varane. No player in the Premier League is going to hit to win more aerial duels than him. And you see his organization. It's really top-notch in what he does in that beautiful central defense of Man United. And he defends very well. And it's going to be very important into the way Man United need to try to really defend against Man City. Because it's written all over the world. Man City are going to be having the vast majority of the possession, you know. And United are really going to be chasing Man City and trying to obviously hit them on the break and win the game. Then we go to the stadium area. Casemiro versus Rodri. Last season, Casemiro really had some good season, and it was easy to dislodge Rodri out of this game. That is all out of this combined 11. But this season, Casemiro is going to have to come in through. He's performing well, but he's not yet back to that Casemiro that we know. And I tell you, I go with Rodri to play into that position as a CDM for my team. Bruno Fernandes, KDB. Guys, I think no player can be compared to Kevin De Bruyne in the world. That is it. He has just returned, but his impact has been felt. It's like Bruno Fernandes has also not been playing because his stats are really very, very lame compared to the stats of this young man that's going to put him through. And for me, I go with KDB. Last season, KDB was really struggling, and I really went ahead to put up Bruno Fernandes in a certain game ahead, in a certain combined 11 ahead of KDB. But this time around, KDB has returned and is really on fire, and it really gives you those traits of what we call a number 10, you know, control, unselfishness, not going in for hold passes. So he's the opposite of Bruno Fernandes. Everything that we really want Bruno Fernandes to be in a number 10, Kevin De Bruyne has it. And all those other things of scoring goals and really putting in assists, he does them better than this guy. So I go with KDB into that. Now we go to the other midfielder because you're playing with 3 central midfielders. It's a 4-3-3. Now, Man City plays with Kovacic into that midfield, and Man United has Kobe Mainoo. So Kobe Mainoo comes in through to face Kovacic, and this is written all over the wall. Even if you like him or hate him, he has to take over Kovacic. That is it. Kobe Mainoo is a breath of fresh air into this team. And he went ahead to say to it that a story was brought out that Man City, ever since this boy was 15 years of age, have been really pushing to sign him from the Academy of Man United because of his quality. But the boy said, I'm going to stick here, and Erik ten Hag is going to have to hand him his debut season, and he's really doing better and better. And remember, he's only 18 years of age, and I would love to put Kobe Mainoo into my combined 11. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I would put him into my combined 11 as a player. Then we go to the forwards. Let's start it off with the right forward, Anthony Amad Diallo, they are not really doing great. And I think for Man City, there is a man who is really in top form. I think the best player at Man City this season is this guy, and that's why I put him onto the right forward of this team. That is Phil Foden. He has gone ahead to play in very many different positions. He has been played centrally, but I would play him as a left forward into this team to obviously get him in and really give him a position to play into that team or into this combined 11 that I'm really picking with my team members of United Matters channel. On the left forward, we are having Alejandro Garnacho versus Doku. Jack Grealish is out of this contention because he's really injured. And when you look at Garnacho, he has been a revelation. Doku came in with a bang, hit the ground running. Ever since he really got that injury, Doku has not been the same. Let's all admit that Doku Jeremy has not been the same, and that really leaves him out of this team. And I go with Alejandro Garnacho. Now, when we go to the center forward role, Rasmus Højlund is out. And trust me, if Rasmus Højlund was in, it would have been a very huge contest, because this year he has gone ahead to score more Premier League goals than Erling Haaland. That is it. And by the time he really got an injury, he had gone ahead to score 5 in 4. That is Rasmus Højlund for you. Were they 6 in 7? He had gone ahead to score 7 Premier League goals in 6 consecutive games. That is Rasmus Højlund for you. Now, when you look at the variable strikers at Man United, it's only Marcus Rashford. Even Anton Martial is really injured. You cannot compare him to, you cannot even get him into contention because he's injured. And remember, at the beginning of this video, I told you, if someone is injured, he doesn't qualify to play here. So, we are left with Erling Haaland only. And I think we go with Erling Haaland into leading the line. Now, when you look at that combined 11, Man United has Andre Onana, Dalot, Varane, Garnacho, and Kobbie Mainoo, meaning that it's a 5-6 split. Man City has 6 players, Man United has 5. I don't know whether you agree with me on those players, but I've gone ahead to make up my mind like that. And what do you make about them, by the way? What do you make about that? So go into the comment section and tell me what your combined 11 is, and who and where do you agree with me and where do you disagree with me. Then we go to the manager, Erik ten Hag and Pep Guardiola. Erik ten Hag is 7th. No, he's 6th into this Premier League. And Guardiola is just now 4 points behind Man City. 4 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool has gone ahead to beat Nottingham Forest by 1-0. And tomorrow, if they really draw or lose, Liverpool will be really jubilating. So after there, I come out and really tell you the following, that I go with Pep Guardiola as the manager of my team. I go with Pep Guardiola because in the world, he's the best manager in the world. And there is no way Ten Hag would have gone ahead to obviously be ahead of him, unless otherwise him putting in what we call a different competitive season altogether. So that is my combined 11, and the manager of the team is Pep Guardiola. I'm out.